Razzo Aftermarket Accessories. We're going to talk about Model Y spoilers today, carbon fiber spoilers. We all know the performance version came with this beautiful, slim, non-aggressive, sleek design. Fits great right on the lip. Let's take a look over here. Today we're going to show everybody 3 more spoilers we have now coming out in full production. Of course, this is the original one. This is our carbon fiber Performance Plus. So this is a little bit wider, has the V shape to it. Next we have the new Razzo spoiler, inspired from the Model 3 with the lower lobes on the right and left side. So this is the Razzo, and this of course is the Viento, probably our biggest seller for the Model 3 performance versions. You get a lot of downforce with both of these sizes. We wanted to show you the width differences, so if you're considering either one, you understand this is our most aggressive, the Viento. And again, this is the Razzo, and then of course the Performance Plus and our regular Performance. We've sold thousands and thousands of this in matte and glossy. We're going to have all 3 of these available in glossy and matte finish. So let's show you what they look like on the car. We'll start off with the Performance Plus. Performance Plus looks great. It has a V shape to it. We're going to have 2 versions of the Plus. One's going to have the V and one's going to be rounded. So this will be most affordable. Most likely under $225 for this. And again, this is the Performance Plus. And we're going to have a V version and a non-V version. Okay. Next one is the Razzo. Razzo, again, all solid, 100% real carbon fiber. No fiberglass, no ABS, no plastic at all. All carbon fiber. This one goes edge to edge on the back bumper, or I'm sorry, on the back trunk. Fits right on this edge, right on this edge. It's basically installed except for the tape missing. Now the key feature, like I mentioned, is the lower lobes. Look at it from the back. Looks really nice. It has that wide stance. It has the lower profile edges. And of course, glossy and matte finish. And this kind of really extends the deck lid. From a low angle, you can see, from a high angle, sorry, you can see how this really extends the deck lid. Really gives it a real nice aggressive look. So now, while you hold that, let's switch over to Razzo. So these will be the 2 aggressive styles that'll be our biggest sellers. So this is the Razzo, and this is the Viento. So the Viento now sits more on top. It doesn't have the lower lobes here, and it's really nice. So let's take a look here. I'll center it, move it forward, get the Razzo out of the way. So you can take a look at this. This is our biggest, largest, most aggressive spoiler. It's V-shaped like Viento. Viento, of course, means the wind in Italian. And again, look at the weave pattern. Look at how beautiful the glossy carbon fiber is. Again, this gives you the deep, wet, 3-dimensional look compared to matte. Fits right on perfect. Sits right on top of the lip. And the Razzo, side by side, from a high angle, you can see the difference here. So this is much thicker, more like 6 inches versus 4.5. So honestly, a lot of customers come in and we try all these on cars. We show everybody what they're going to look like. We test them on the car. They can decide here if you're in Orange County. But if you're considering a more aggressive look, then you can see the major difference is just surface area coverage on the Viento versus the Razzo. So I think I said enough. You can see them from a high angle. So that's Viento. Here's Razzo. And either one of them look great. Honestly, I'm not sure which one I'm going to put on my car yet. Because this one just seems to give you this nice, flat, maybe a little greater downforce. Just because of the angle the wind's going to come off. Where the V-style is a little different. But anyway, there they are. Thanks again for watching. These will be in stock this summer. For the Model Y. So we're going to show you the video you're about to watch. We want to give you a quick tip on installation first. So when you take it out of the car, we're going to instruct you or ask you nicely to test fit it. So before you test fit it, we want to show you. Sometimes the tape backing comes off during shipping. So you might notice that the red backing tape has come loose. Now we've tried a lot of things to ensure it won't, but sometimes it still happens. So before you test fit this, we would like you to simply pull up the end that's loose and stick it back down. So you don't want to touch any of the double-sided 3M tape. Just put a section down and push it down with your finger. We're really sorry about this, but with warm weather and shipping, we can't always guarantee that the tape's going to hold. So when you get to a curved area, make sure you stretch it a little bit to go around a turn. So you'll notice that you stretch it and pull it, and that will put it right down over the tape. Then apply lots of pressure to push it down real hard, all the way to the end. And then actually, one of the nice benefits is you'll have a little extra leader tape on the end. So this is where you'll start to do the installation we're going to show you right now. So again, test it, make sure you love how it fits. And again, don't put it on the car if the tape lining red vinyl here is not covering the double-sided tape. So when you do mount it, you want it to stick really nicely. So thanks again for watching. Now we're going to test it. So if you want to see what's happening, you want to come over to your car and you simply want to plop it right on top. Now this would be for the Viento or the Razzo, for the 3 or the 1. Put it right on top and center it so you have about 1 finger gap and push it forward. See how perfect it fits? Flush, 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 flush. Then you're going to pull out the tabs like we're going to show you in the video now. Well, thanks for watching. And again, this is only about the lining paper if it's coming loose on the back over the double-sided tape. Thank you. Clean everything with alcohol, remove all the ceramic coating, start the leader tape on the back on all the pieces. So these are all loose, these are all loose. I'm going to drop it down and center it one more time. And again, you don't need any measuring instruments or anything. Just make sure all the tapes are hanging out. And center it like this, center it like this. Like this, should have like 2 millimeters on each side, and it's in place. So we're not going to move it from here. So let's start with the bottom one. So we'll pull this one out so you lift up and pull down and jerk it back and forth. And it starts to grab, lift it a little higher and go about halfway. And now, again, make sure we're sitting right on the lip, right centered. Perfect, like that. Then we'll lift the middle out here. And all we're trying to do is not lose our location. So we'll raise this up, pull this, pull this, pull this. Lift that out. These 2 are together. So these are all 3. 3rd one's here. Once you have half of it over, come back, press down. Make sure you feel it grabbing down here. Press forward. So now we've got all of our tails, and we're going to continue to go across. So we lift up. Up, never losing the location. Lift up here, up slightly. It starts to grab, don't break it. Back down. Just make sure you're not losing the spot that's gripping good to the back on the top. Now, here, the short piece, and then the final step, forward and down. And and then microfiber. Keep going. Apply pressure. And the strong tape is going to stick like no other, as long as it's clean good and alcohol. All right. Thanks a lot. They both install the same way, the same number of pieces. And this is the Model Y Razzo and Jupiter carbon fiber full installation. Okay, now you need to secure it in place while the double-sided tape bonds to the tape. So 72 hours or 3 days. Leave this tape down, applying more pressure. Forward pressure and downward pressure. Please don't forget, it's very important. You don't want it coming off, but the tape needs 72 hours to fully bond and cure.